Artist sideways. Who's going to get the all-important Design Lab Co. whole shot? Usually comes out from the middle or the inside here in France. We're off and running. See the 6 of Shirley getting up there. Maybe Lang. A lot of guys going down off the start over the line. It was tough to see who it was. I'm going to do a quick one of these so that we can get timing and scoring to refresh. And it is Caleb Hall out front, but I think it was Seth Shirley who got the Design Lab Co. whole shot. Caleb Hall leads. So Hall from B-Lars, Bodie Parker up in the mix as well. Seth Shirley, all of these 450s tripling up the hill on lap number 1. 4 wide as Shirley cuts through the middle to get in a second. Is he trying to take the lead? Not quite yet. At the end of the first official lap, on to lap number 2. Caleb Hall leads the way as they jump up this uphill triple to the top of the circuit once again. Nails the triple up the hill and gains a lot of time back though. Oh, wait a minute. He has gone to the lead. Caleb Hall went down. I didn't even see where. So Seth Shirley now out front. And the time split was so seamless, I didn't even realize that he was actually plus instead of minus. Caleb Hall back to second. Did not even see where that was. But a tough break for our early leader. He led for the first almost 4 laps and then coughed it away. He is now 6 seconds back as Shirley has scooted into the race lead. Blake, oh, that little step down right there. That tiny kick they get from the few braking bumps off of it almost caught out Ty May Tom Jones in the MX2 race earlier as Lang forces the issue up the inside and then gets into Caleb Hall and they're both down. O'Brien tries to Enduro Man his way through the middle of them and goes down with them, and Eaglin goes from 5th to 2nd in one foul swoop. Now Lang gets up right in front of Hall and keeps going. Oh, and then O'Brien has a fall-off crash of his own. Goes from maybe getting into 2nd to slipping all the way back to 8th, I believe this is. As 7th, just behind Stevenson, Bodie Parker also went by. Lang is now 3rd, Eaglin up to 2nd. And that was a weird sequence right there. Front end push for Shirley. A little bit of time loss. Oh, we got to change for 2nd. Lang has taken over P2 from Eaglin, and Eaglin looks like he is, he was about 4 seconds up. Now he's 3 seconds back. Had to be a fall-off crash or a very lengthy slide out. So he went 151.2, 144 flat for Lang. And once Shirley clears a lapper here, he's going to have some clean air. And once Lang clears this lapper, he's going to have some clean air. So we're going to see some probably about the best lap times these guys will put in for the whole moto. The track is not too rough yet, and all the main lines have worn in pretty well. So this could be where our flamethrower laps get laid down. Not struggling at all, though, is this man, Seth Shirley. He's even waiting, looks like, maybe to let someone go by. Yep, Frank Jackson and a lapper going to go by. Anybody else? Nope, he's going to get back on and finish this race up. So he confirmed it in chat himself. It was his best race of the season, and you watched it unfold here. Seth Shirley to the line, takes MXGP Race 1 in France. A dominant victory. And he took hold from the early laps to cruise to the victory in this one. D-Lang looks like he is going to wrap up 2nd, no problem. Got pretty close, though. Eaglin did get it down under 10 seconds, but Lang should... Seth Shirley got it the first moto. Who gets it? Race 2. It's MXGP Race 2 off and running. Into turn number 1. This time looks like Castellaneta versus T-Lang are getting there together. No, out of the middle it was Stubbs on the 69 Takatoji Yamaha who just gripped and ripped through that middle rut to grab the whole shot. What a start. He's off and running. Let's see what he can do with the lead. To the bottom of the hill, a little bit of a rear end slide coming in there. Castellaneta moved up into 2nd on the number 8, and then Lang now finds himself in 3rd. Dropping down the hill, it is Stubbs, Castellaneta, Lang, Bodie Parker, Colby Eaglin. Again, some of our heavy hitters near the sharp end of the field in this one. Back to our leader, Tyler Lang has taken over at the front of the field. And is this trouble for everybody else? Let's find out. He was 2nd in the first moto to his teammate Seth Shirley. Bodie Parker, Killian Ortiz, Jeff Cooper, Jason Stubbs, and then Seth Shirley matching his number, running P6 at the moment. As they jump down the hill together into the off-camber. Tricky to keep that momentum rolling through there, but they both do a pretty solid job of it. Inside to outside splits. Parker just on the rear fender, and Lang is down with the lead. Rear end slip into the corner. Odd to see that type of crash from the defending champion, but it gives Parker the lead, and here comes Seth Shirley from third. Now we have got ourselves a race. Killian Ortiz went down. Shirley just went 48-1, and I'd have to imagine with some clean track is about to put some absolute fire down on the pit board. You have still got to force them to catch you and pass you. It's one thing to catch, it's another thing to pass. In this game, you leave yourself open to so many opportunities for guys to just take advantage and go right by you if you force the errors yourself. So Parker is just going to try to bring this thing home and stay clean as much as possibly can. Tripling up the hill again. Blake O'Brien gets in front of him and goes down and takes down Parker with him, and he's off the bike. He gets hit from behind. It's a terrible sequence of events as O'Brien just goes right in front of him, and down goes Parker. Into the lead goes Seth Shirley with 3 minutes and 2 laps to go, looking at a 1-1 performance, and suddenly the teammates are going to duke it out for the overall win. 1-1 to 2-2, but if Lang can go get him, it's going to be his overall win for the taking. All right, 3 to go this time by. Time will certainly expire next time through, and these 3 laps might be some really good ones for this overall win. Shirley versus Lang, the JIBR.co Gas teammates, jumping to the top of the hill together. Oh, Shirley down at the bottom of the hill and off the track. Hands over the lead to Tyler Lang. And that is a very odd mistake from the reigning MX2 world champ. Enough of a gap now where you can at least theorize that he can back off the gas pedal just a tiny bit. Oh, wait a minute. That is a very awkward crash for Tyler Lang. Front end push over the rut. And here comes his teammate Seth Shirley. We are back on for the battle for the lead and the win here in France with less than 2 laps to go. And obviously that opens the door of opportunity for these two if they get together. Bodie Parker's sitting back there rubbing his hands together, just begging for something to happen. So how much will the teammates push each other, and how will they play it with each other as well? Don't know the situation well enough to know if they were in a Discord for this particular moment with each other, but I'd assume so. And now we get to see them battle each other mano-a-mano. Coming down to the final lap. A couple mistakes there for Shirley. Yeah, Parker is still lurking back here. Not in a call together, and Lang goes down with the lead. High centered on a rut. Gets going before Parker gets there, but it's not much of a gap anymore. Seth Shirley is back out front at Saint-Jean-d'Angely. So Bodie Parker's back into P2, and Shirley is fully backed off. He's just trying to bring this thing home now. Rightfully so. It has been a long, frustrating season in his MXGP rookie campaign for Seth Shirley, but finally, it all comes together. It's a 1-1 sweep for the RFGP of France victory as he pirouettes over the line. Seth Shirley on top in France. Parker down with 2 turns to go. Gets up as Lang comes into the picture, and Lang goes down right before the flag. So Parker's going to take it back over. He's going to get P2 in this race. Lang frustratingly crashes 3 or 4 times on the final 2 or 3 laps and coughs up a overall win. Ends up going 2-3 for second overall. Bodie Parker's going to go 4-2 for third. Colby Eaglin's going to be disappointed in his performance here today. Could have been so much better, but he'll have to settle with losing more points again to Tyler Lang. Castellaneta is going to get a top 5 in this moto. Frank Jackson 6th, Killian Ortiz 7th, Kyle Boardman 8th, and Jason Stubbs in 9th was a lap down. Anthony Pachone rounded out the top 10. Blake O'Brien 11th. MX2 Race 1 at the RFGP of France is set and ready. 30 card is sideways. We're off and running. Who's going to get to the first turn first? It looks like out of the middle, Max Wilczek is going to push wide. Last week's winner in Portugal. And there is your points leader, Seth Carr. Around the outside into the early race lead. Got Ben Nerona, who led up the uphill for a split second. And now Seth Carr is out front, where he is usually in this MXGP championship in the MX2 division. So this is going to be a bit of a danger zone for everybody else who would like to follow Seth Carr through, because he is dangerous when he gets into the race lead early. We've seen it so many times this year, and he is officially going to lead at the end of lap number 1. So we got a... All right, so let's peek our nose back out towards the front as, Nerona went down in second at the top of the hill, and he's going to slip all the way back to that Lucas Brune Tharp situation going on back here. They're battling with each other. We got a lapped rider getting in the way, trying to get out of the way. So Holden is now into 4th. Yeah, because Maverick Snyder just moved into 2nd. Here's Seth Carr at the tippy top of the hill. It's about to drop back down again. Oh, and Snyder's down off the top of the hill in 2nd. So now Gatlin takes it over. Remember, he's gone down as well at some point in this race. Colin Holden's all the way up to 3rd, but now he's going to get passed. Up the inside goes Lucas Brune into P3. These guys are just in an absolute dogfight with each other. Holden tries to swoop the outside, get a drive down this back straightaway. 4 riders in the air together. Snyder nose high, just trying not to get clipped by anyone. And then Gatlin goes down on the inside out of 2nd. So that's going to put Brune 2nd, Tharp 3rd. And Tharp sliding out in front of these guys allows Holden to the outside of Snyder. He goes back into 4th, and now Tharp goes down in 3rd. He's off the bike and going to lose several positions because look at how close everybody still was. He goes from 3rd back to 10th in a heartbeat right there. So Dallaire, Gatlin, Holden, 3, 4, 5, and then Snyder right behind Colin Holden putting the heat on him. We got riders down going up the uphill, and that is tricky for these guys to navigate. Look at how many riders they're having to go around. Holden trying to push that lapper out of the way and go by Gatlin. And did they get by... Well, Dallaire... Yeah, Dallaire is down off the track, and Holden just got taken out by that lapped rider. So I don't know what is going on. We're having some problems with lappers in this one already, as these guys are just causing some issues. And, yeah, I mean, I guess because Seth Carr's so far out in front, these guys don't even know what hit him. So Seth Carr is cruising for what I think is going to be his 11th moto win of the season. From 13 tries. Or his 10th, perhaps 10th moto win. I don't know. He's only lost 2 or 3 this year. Hence the massive championship lead. Goes down the mechanics area one last time. Little salute and goes by Wilczek once again. Sees more championship points slipping behind him basically. So we'll see if he can wrap this thing up early tonight. Or is it going to go another week? But at least in race 1, it's going to go all his way as he comes up to the top of the hill. MX2 Race 1 at the RFGP of France goes to Seth Carr as he takes the win in dominant fashion. Everywhere and anywhere you look, he is putting time and time again on the rest of the field. Credit to Lucas Brune, who rode a really good race. 30 minutes plus 2. Our whole shot is brought to you by the Design Lab Co. Head over to designlabco.com and check them out. Who gets to the first turn first? We are racing once again in France. A lot of guys jockeying for a position. Seth Carr's on a 125 in this moto, and it's going to be a Cowie that got there first. Evan Holt picks up the Design Lab Co. whole shot. Rough first moto for the number 15 Allied Kawasaki, but he's out front early in this one. Jared Gummison, who went down a lap down super early in the first race, already off to a good start in this one. He is in 2nd. Lucas Brune, who was P2 in the first moto, is trying to move into 2nd place, though, and he's going to do it at the top of the hill before the end of lap number 1. So Evan Holt leads across the line from Lucas Brune, Jared Gummison, Tyler Blowers, and Tyler Nichols inside the top 5. Seth Carr, even on a 125, looks like he came out in about 9th position as Race Cobble moves up into 5th around Tyler Nichols. You also have Partolo, Jack Gatland up in the mix. Peek back out front to our leaders. It has changed. Lucas Brune, 2nd in the first moto, now leads here as he gets by Evan Holt. Holt tries to triple up behind him to get back the lead, but doesn't get it done. Oh, it's very close over that wall jump. But the rider out of Germany on the TSZZ Productions Fantic takes over the lead. Holtzy's not letting him go just yet. And Brune bouncing down the hill leaves the door wide open, but able to swoop the line off and maintain the lead. Good fight between these two. Holtzy tried to get a nose in there and actually almost had to come to a stop to not hit Brune. Partolo, and as I say that, Partolo has retaken the race lead from Brune. A crash, most likely the culprit. And out front is the 10. So, it is Brune with a 2-2 still winning the overall to the 1-4. Actually, it's now a 1-5. Carr did lose the spot back to Cobble. But honestly, the leaders are still not that far in front of the battle that we're watching here, with Cobble in 4th, right behind Dylan Dallaire, who's just up the track in 3rd, and they are going through so much lap traffic race. Cobble exit stage left, he's down, and Dallaire went down too. That is Seth Carr into 3rd. And that is for the overall as it runs. 1-3 for Carr, 2-2 for Lucas Brune. 1-3 gets it done by a singular point. The way it works out, 25 points for the win as it runs. Oh, Partolo is down with the lead though, and there goes Lucas Brune back to the front. And just as quickly as Carr got into a position to win the overall, it's back into the hands of this man, Lucas Brune. Now he sits on 2-1 scores, which of course beats a 1-3 and controls his own destiny, because if he wins this moto, he wins the overall no matter what. Even if Carr gets to 2nd, they would tie. And here we go once again, around and around we go. Lap traffic moves aside and lets these guys just continue the fight. Inside for Carr. This is where he almost got him last time. Tries to pull up alongside. He's got the preferred inside option, and he's into the lead. Seth Carr with a nice move. Back-to-back inside ruts force Lucas Brune out, and he's out front, but now he's made another mistake at the bottom of the hill, and Brune's trying to pull back alongside. He's trying to swoop this outside and carry that momentum, but it doesn't work, and Carr has got the control of the front to himself. Unbelievable scenes. Works his way through some of the lap traffic here. That's Emmanuel Cepeda and Jared Gummison. Just one final time to move aside for them. And he has got 2 turns left to navigate to bring this thing home. What a performance. What a ride. What a day. It's not going to be the world title, but it's going to be a huge RFGP of France victory. Seth Carr takes MX2, Race 2, and the overall here at Saint-Jean-d'Angely. And now he is on the doorstep of his first MX2 World Championship. And will it be next week? As a mistake for Brune with 2 turns to go, hands P2 back over to Partolo. They battled all moto long, and Partolo ends up on top with a 2nd place finish, 10-2 on the day. We'll see if it's good enough for a podium. It might be, depending on where Dallaire and Quinault ended up. Lucas Brune is going to get 2nd overall with 2-3. Race Cobble goes 9-4. Snyder was up to 5th. He just went down. He is still 5th. So Dylan Dallaire is going to go 4-6. And I'm not a mathematician. I don't know how 10-2 works out against a 4-6. 4-6 would be 18 plus 15. So it would be 37 points? No, can't do math. 34 points. 33 points. Versus a 10-2, which should be...